Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Hungry Mother State Park, that is. Follow us along and we'll give you a look at this park.
Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun?
Well, hello everybody. Thanks for joining us here at Hungry Mother State Park in far southwestern Virginia. About 5 miles to the north of Marion, Virginia. That's the nearest town, with all the amenities there. If you need to stock up and fuel up and eat up, you can do that in Marion or at your campsite. But anyway, we're going to take a walk around. We're here at the Burson Campground here at Hungry Mother State Park. There are 3 different campgrounds. Burson has primarily RV camper sites, mixture of back in and pull through, and 20, 30, 50 amp water, and some with sewer full hookups and some without. So pay attention to the details when you're looking at these online on the Virginia State Parks reservation site. There are 2 other loops of campsites that we'll try and take a look at as well, but those there's one more RV camper loop, but it's mainly fit for smaller rigs, and it has just 20 and 30 amp electric and water hookups. And then there is a primarily tent only loop as well, and there are lots of cabins scattered throughout. There's a whole cabin loop. There's yurts here, so there's just about any type of camping you want to do, you can do here at Hungry Mother State Park. A lot of other amenities for the kiddos and families alike. Hiking and biking trails, full lifeguard beach, swimming, boat rentals, canoe rentals, paddle boat rentals, fishing, you name it, or just relaxing by the campsite. So stick around and we'll take a walk around. And as we mentioned, there are quite a lot of opportunities here at Hungry Mother State Park and trails. We'll kind of walk you around the map real quick and then give you an orientation, and then we'll take a look at the sites. You'll see it's this state park is situated around a small 120 acre lake or something like that, long skinny lake. And one of the 3 campgrounds, the larger one, this is Camp Burson, right at the entrance to the state park. And you'll see sites there from 1 through 52. And then further on down, you'll find the swim beach, as well as you come to, on the far end of the lake, 2 other campgrounds, Royal Oak, primarily tent only sites, and Creekside, which is RV sites, but very small, tight, narrow roads, as well as only 20, 30 amp electric and no sewer there. So anyway, let's take a walk around and have a look. And we'll start off our tour here at the entrance to Camp Burson at Hungry Mother State Park. This is the main check-in station. Stop and get all your passes here. They do have some limited supplies here, the essentials, some ice creams and some snacks, as well as ice. They do have firewood for sale here as well. And we'll start with this lane that has sites 1 through 14. Generally all back-end sites down through here. You'll come to some yurts towards the end. And this first site is the camp host site, site number 1 here on the corner. Site number 1. And site number 2 here. Back-end site Shady in the afternoon, sunny in the morning.
Done all day.
All right, number 3 here. Backing into the shade. Nice shady in the morning. And right across from number 3, we have number 4 here. We do have a little ravine behind each of these down on this side, the right side of the road. Carries a little water and rain. So number 4. Come to number 5 on the left. I will say most of these are fairly short sights. You have to look to see, can you back your rig up, kind of overhang into the brush to get a long rig in there. And this here's number 6. Backing up into the woods, you do have kind of the trees there right at the back, so you can't back too far. Number 7, over on the left side of the road. Backing into the shade in the morning, and you'll have some shade in the afternoon. Here we are at number 8 on the right, backing up that little ravine. You got a tree kind of right behind you at the back of the site. And these on the right are full hookups down through here. And over on the left side, starting kind of across from number 8 and number 10, you'll have a few yurts. These are the example, yurts 1 and 2. Number 10, backing up here. Number 12, coming on down the line. And number 13 here on the outside on the left. And the last one on the right, this water and electric site here on the corner, number 14. And we're gonna work our way up this lane to these here on the right. And actually we're gonna start on this end and work our way back down towards the creek. 15 through 20-ish. Number 15. Backing up, nice shady site. And another longer back end site, number 16. Lots of shade here. Here we are, number 17, back end site, into the woods. 18, another back end, long back end site here. And this is the backside look at number 18. Now we're looking at 19, another back end, full hookup site here. Lots of shade. Here we are at campsite number 20, more camp hosts. Long pull-through site. And we're starting here at the top again of the campground. We're gonna go to sites 21 through 52, generally down this way. For your bearings, here's the park store and park check-in. We'll make our way down this lane, a few more of these full hookup sites. And we'll start with 21, right here on the end. As you notice, you do pick up a little road noise the closer to the road you get. It's not too bad. And 22, first of these long pull-through sites here, making our way down this lane. 23, a little shorter back-end site, but there's nothing really obstructing the backing in. And while you do get shade in the morning, in the afternoon, you're gonna get bright afternoon sun. I will mention that you'll start to see a lot of these gravel extra parking spaces here, kind of out in front of your campsite. So while your rig is going to take up most of the driveway, you can park along the road here in these gravel areas. Here at 23. 24, another long pull-through site. Pulling through between these two lanes. 24 is right next to 25. I will say these pull-throughs are a little bit tightly spaced, so they don't have as big of camp areas. So 25 between 24 and 27. Around to the left, you got 26. Back in shady side here. And we're at 27. Tightly spaced, you can see where the picnic table is. Now all the picnic tables can be moved around, so not a big deal there. 27, pull through. 28, the last of the long pull through sites on working our way down to the bathhouse. Here we are at 29 on the left, cooking up some good breakfast there. And here we are at number 30. Well spaced back end campsite. And we come to the last on this little lane, number 31. Well spaced back end shady site, number 31. And right across from 31, down here at the end of the lane, very nice and clean bathhouse. The showers are on the end, individual showers, and restrooms on either side, men and women. And I will say down at the end of this lane is easy access to the creek. There's a creek that runs right along here at the end of this Camp Burson family campsite. Behind the dumpsters there, all the way behind the campground. All right, here we are at site number
Crazy gear trail.
number 32, here on the corner, right down by the creek. You got some nice shade. Afternoons are full shade. On rolling.
Yeah, so this is the truck camper hybrid, and it's a patented design, and the idea is it's just more space. So it's kind of like a pop-up camper. So those big old hatch doors, eventually you'll have like a canvas around them, like a pop-up camper in a net. This particular model, the nose over the cab, will eventually add the slide in, which can give you up to 4 foot.
Okay.
Once you lower the tailgate off the back. And that's why it's a hybrid.
Well, tell me the name of your business.
Truck Camper Hybrid.
Truck Camper Hybrid.
Yep,
All
and that's
right.
the
And where are you
URL.
based out of?
Truckcamperhybrid.com. We're based out of Roswell, Georgia.
Okay.
I just got the white one built last summer. We camped all summer in it. Just finished this one in the spring. The whole thing will push in when you're ready to go, although we haven't been doing that.
So it gives you like a 3.5 foot extra?
Yeah, 3.5, 4. You can do it. I mean, we'll keep pushing the envelope. AC unit if you need it. We don't need them. There you go. 4 bunk beds. I mean, 2 bunk beds hanging from the roof for the kids.
All
Little
right.
mom, dad, and baby, and almost a king down there.
Wow.
Up over the wheel wells, store some stuff underneath there.
Yep,
Little
lots of
bed
storage.
system. Yeah.
Cool. And here we are at 33, fairly short. You've got that big tree right in the back, so you can't fit a big camper in here unless you tried to angle it in pretty good. You're at 33. 34 is this big Montana in here. Also, you got some trees there in the back that kind of inhibit how far back you can go. Here at 34. 35, this is where we're parking Fred and Ethel. And we were able to get it in there because there's no trees right at the back on your driveway. So we're basically backed all the way to the bumper here at 35. 36, the last one on the way out of this lane. So no neighbors to your backside, and no trees on the back, so you can back as far as you want to. It is, as I say, these down through here are fairly short sites, but you can back up to the bumper in some of those. Here at 36. All right, we're going to work our way up this lane back towards the road to all these back end sites, and these are water and electric only sites. All right, we'll start here with 37. Backing into the shade in the morning. Number 37. Number 38 here. Lots of shade. Longer back end site. Number 38. 39's got this big Cougar half-ton fifth wheel in here. Getting lots of shade in the morning. Number 39. And 40. Another longer back end site. Lots of shade in the morning. We'll say most of these sites are fairly level too. 41 with this Airstream. And 42, the last on this stretch up towards the road. Back in sight. A little bit of a ramp to get up into it, but level once you get there. And we're gonna work our way back up this lane again, starting down here by the creek with a number of pull-through sites on the right and back-end sites on the left. Water and electric sites only. And let's start with 43 here, right here on the end. And the first one on the left side as we make our way up this lane with this little Airstream Spark, number 44. There's the creek, right there. All right, here we are at number 45. A large level pull-through site between the lanes. Water and electric only. Over on the left, we got 46. Another long back end site. It is kind of full sun for most of the day. In the afternoon, you'll start to get some sun, shade from those trees behind you. Here at 46, 47. Now the pull through here. On the left, we got 48. And I will say, all these on the left, there's really nothing behind you as far as campsite goes. It's more facility service buildings. On the right, we've got 49. 49. Over on the left at 50, with this big rig. Backed in here. Campsite number 50. 51 on the right here, the last on the right, on the way out of this lane. A little pop-up parked here at this pull-through site. Number 51. And the last of the Camp Burson sites, number 52, here on the left on our way out. Long back end level site. Number 52. And I've been talking about the creek all morning. This is just a quick view of what we're talking about in this little walk down space right next to the little amphitheater. It's kind of at the end of one of the rows here. Easy wading for the kids, and just the rocks might be a little slippery, but nice cool water on a hot summer day. And here at Hungry Mother State Park, there is a fair amount of trail activity here, as this map demonstrates. I also remind you to be bear aware here, as we are in the mountains of Southwest Virginia. And around the lake is the Lake Trail Loop. It's about a 6-mile full loop, walkable trail. There are several other trails that tee off of it, and some overlook trails, and a lot of trail riders trails all around the lake here. And here we are on the Lake Trail, Lake Loop Trail. State Park Lake. And this is the spillway. Takes you down to a popular area with those wanting to fish. All right below the dam here. And Hungry Mother State Park has lots to do for the kids here. A very large beach here on this end of the lake. A life-guarded beach, swim area, beach volleyball, and lots of these digging piles. Plenty of places to play in the sand. And besides the beach area, you have plenty of nice play structures for the kiddos. And down here, just below the event center, large event center, you have a long dock here with plenty of paddle boats, kayaks, sit-upon kayaks, and water bikes and canoes for rental here to spend your time leisurely on this generally smooth water. And the second of the camping areas, this is Creekside Campground. Generally for the smaller travel trailers, campers, tent campers, as the roads are very narrow. The sites are generally short and pretty cramped, and the narrow roads might be a little bit hard to maneuver for some of the larger sites. So there's about 20 sites here. We'll take a quick gander at those. And site number 1 is one of the few longer sites. It's a pull through out here in the middle. And number 2, here into the woods on the right, another long pull through site. And number 3 is kind of out here in the middle as well. Pull through site. Number 4 and 5 here together, fairly close to each other. Back end sites into the woods. right here by the dumpster. And we'll make our way down this next lane towards sites 6 through 18. Number 6 here on the corner. A little bit of a horseshoe drive-through site here on the corner. Number 6. Number 7. Back in sight, backing into the middle here. Number 8 kind of backs into the middle here as well. A little down slope getting to it. Number 9 here at the end and on the corner. Along back in sight, you kind of back over the creek. You have a culvert that runs right under your site. Here at number 9. Number 10 is a nice little site here. A little horseshoe pull through. And basically your campsite will be facing that creek there. Here at number 10 at Creekside Loop. Number 11, another little short site, backs up and you are right on the creek here at number 11. Number 12. Thirteen here on the inside. And 14 here on the outside down by the creek. On the left, 15, backs in, lots of shade. Kind of close to your nearby neighbors on either side, 15. And here we are at number 16, also by the creek. Creekside number 16. Number 17 on the left on the inside here. Kind of a sort of a corner site. Lots of trees around you. Lots of trees to maneuver in on this turn to get into. Number 17. Number 18 is right out here, kind of in the middle of the loop, but pull through site. 19, also on the creek side here. And here we are at 20, the camp host site. Got your firewood, got the bathhouse down this lane here at site number 20, last site on Creekside. And the last of the camping areas is Royal Oak Campground, just across the main road from Creekside. You'll see the entrance to Royal Oak. It is a tent and yurt site only, and some pretty significant elevations to get up there. And we'll try and get a few snaps of those just to give you an idea of what it's like at the platforms and the yurts and tent camping at Royal Oak Campground. Well, we're up here almost near the top of the hill in Royal Oak Campground, and we're standing in front of tent camp platform number 1. And you'll see almost all of the tent sites here have these platforms, all similar to this, for dry camping with your tent. So we're going to swing on around when you start at 1, and it works on around. You have a full service bathhouse, shower house, and it's peaceful and quiet up here for these 10 platform sites. And you'll see there's even a big yurt up there on that huge platform as well. Lots of space here in Royal Oak Campground. Not for the faint of heart, though. We'll show you just a few of the cabins. Some of these, they've preserved some of the old CCC, Civilian Conservation Corps cabins, more rustic like this. And here's a couple. This is cabin 3 right in front of us. There's another one there in the background. And we'll take you up and show you some of the more modern rustic cabins too. We won't show you them all, but they also have a lodge up at the top as well. A conference center, a retreat center. So just about anything you can think of here at Hungry Mother. And this is cabin 13, example of the more modern rustic cabins. And next to cabin 12 as we pan on around, 11 there, far down, 10 there, and another one of the rustic ones, cabin number 5 here.